Hello and good evening. Hope y'all are doing okay. Back at it again with another game today. Ooh, push myself a little forward for the camera to see me better. Um, and I'm popping my arms. Yeesh. Anyways, hope y'all are doing okay. I'm still gonna set up a few things. Do that. The bloom is a little high on this one. There we go. Anyways, hope y'all are doing alright. I haven't touched this game in forever, so I'm gonna make a new spot. Do medium difficulty. This is an older game from like 3 years ago. Came out on 2021. It's called Biomutant.
Encode your DNA.
It's been forever since I've touched this one, so hopefully it'll be alright this time. I don't know any of the moves or anything. Since it's been forever.
Define your genetic structure.
This is definitely interesting when it came to customizing. Certain things.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your
Just gotta
first
do in the
style.
middle.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psyphreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Saboteur chosen.
We'll get right into this, that's for sure.
Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
I kind of like the aspect of the what is it?
Right is always right.
The right and wrong kind of thing, good and evil balanced out and everything.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Oh, well, I mean, I rolled at least. Well, Perry does some. Ow.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. Another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
To be sure, I got.
Slashing dash. Now that's a flesh wound.
Oh well, I'll just go. Fortunately, I cannot figure out how to keep the chat open at the same time.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Sharp steel. Small things for your big ideas. Slice and dice. That's interesting.
Only way I'd be able to go in and out of things is if I'd like go in between tabs and such.
emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Oh, I really tried to do the double jump.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Wham! Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves. Let's try that again. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again.
There we go. Now it
There
resets.
you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Chop, chop! That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. You should be able to use that.
Oh, he has a cute little hat. The jumps are basically me alt-tabbing in and out between screens.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Way back in the long ago. I like how it makes you a little child. It's funny. Talk to best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Probably not gonna get too many views on this one since this one is an older game.
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Moomer will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Moomer comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
Muk Bebuk.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse the Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc-Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Oh, I can't jump on his thing.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Just making sure I don't miss anything, because I have a habit of that.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
It's a very pretty game.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Last time I played this, I only did this one and this one. I only saved 2 routes from all of this jazz. One up on the big pipe. I cannot stay on the pipe. Okay.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the...
Well, that's fucking fortunate. Damn thing died. Again. Well. At least hope everything else has been okay so far.
terror. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues.
No one's here for the story anyways.
He needs help and says it's by your...
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to...
Not as much as it...
always make...
And you're...
Camera go wee.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date said...
Oh, there's a tunnel over here. Papal bread? I want to see that as a thing.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. Now that's loot.
Wonder if there's anything up there.
That's the Myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They've already got word of an intruder, so he guesses the Sifu must be very interested in meeting you.
I'd rather go with this one.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Erat na fala hut mus. Tugai la wute. Karap la
The
wute.
Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
What?
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages. Even your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Yeah, because I never finished the
He
game, I
was
might as
hoping
well.
you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you...
Words! Darn well, there is nothing here. Unfortunate. I'd have to check later. This is a pool? It's a pool. But I can't swim to save my life.
Been taking your vitamins? good for protecting your noggin.
That was hopefully everything. Oh boy. We'll turn the audio back on. Mm. Oops, I did not mean to punch him.
Says it feels strange to see you wandering about. Will be around when you... Says it's a shame that Jagnir can't see what Myriad sees, a world worth saving. Seems surprised you have to go. Says it's about time you figured out you can't avoid helping anymore. Understands completely. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Hopes to see you again soon.
I explore a little more. There's always more than...
The vendor says you can browse his goods anytime during opening hours. Points out they just restocked, so you should be able to find something you like here.
Boy.
Figures things must be bad if you're out in the dark like this. Says talking to you was interesting. Wants to know what good you think you can really do in a world this messed up. Seems...
There's a lot of stuff everywhere. Huh. Yeah, my day's been alright. Thanks for popping by. It hasn't been too busy since this is an older game, so it's good to see somebody at least. Hope your day has gone well as well. I need to go the other way. If I know what way the other way is. And it is not down a giant cliff. Let me just platform over here, and then we can go this way. Thanks. A friend of mine made it for me. I'm glad your day's been going alright and everything. I've been figuring to get a new one since I had updated my look previously for my normal VR chat avatar, so I'm talking with them every now and then to figure that out and all. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be very responsive. It's not like I got two monitors or anything for, just so I can see or anything. Ow. Almost kicked me off the darn bridge. Kicked him off the bridge. How does that feel? This is an older game, so I can probably understand why there's not going to be that much action to the channel. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, so it's normally a co-stream with a friend of mine. Then we normally like play a game or something together. Though I'm not entirely sure what to
Better beware,
play
that's a
together.
mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh, come on. Ow. That hurt. And I didn't get jack shit from that thing. Well, I got this at least. I'm gonna keep alt-tabbing in between so I can fucking see if anyone's saying anything. Which is fine.
Look at those muscles.
Cool hat. I always forget how weird the navigation system is. I guess it's gonna be like that forever.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Also, if you're still watching, does the stream sound okay? Everything sound alright? Nothing too loud or anything?
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Wait, but you need practice. Lot. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow.
The clothes do clip a little bit right there. They didn't do too much with this
Here's
game,
another familiar face with lots on his mind.
like design-wise. It's a really
He
good
was
game
hoping
with
you
the
could
story
help him
and
pick up
stuff.
some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. But that's his point, to take something useless, change it, and put it to good use again. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
Hmm. Yeah, it was one of those games that kind of had the inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Um, who's the other person? Ivan. Thank you for at least letting me know that the stream's doing all right. I don't exactly have anything to check that, so yeah, there's some inspiration between Breath of the Wild and such, but it was basically kind of a mix of it. I don't know what to do here. I hate choices.
You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with.
Yeah. Man. But I beat the other two.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
They're insecure.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
I think the Studio Ghibli part mostly is because of all the kind of the music honestly gives that kind of vibe.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Laundry pile, yay. I gotta do laundry later. Probably do that tomorrow.
He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables.
I generally don't know if these are just cuz or if they actually do anything. I have all the weird junk. And you gotta notice that some of these do have little bonus things that help with tolerance level between heat, cold, disease, and whatever else. There's also hypoxia, I believe is what's called. All the useful stuff.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you. Wear it to... He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Massive darn thing in the hookah.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Making me want to sleep now. I'm tired.
Nothing could stop Looper Lupin from setting the world on fire.
But it's raining. What's the logic between that?
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
I almost forgot I have to dodge.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Looper Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Owie.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Speak English, not rhymes. Man, I hated this part. I've heard those sound effects before. That's from a
Death is
pretty
not
famous
to be
game.
feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Man, if that was all that it took, you're dead.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
I can't be skipped. Oh. Why not? I don't want to watch this scene again. It made me cry.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself.
But I thought
dies
he
with
hurt
you.
his hand.
What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal
Whatever.
in their memory.
Well, that happened. That took forever.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Oh, that took long enough. Where am I?
Let's see.
I'm gonna go back this way. I had stuff I wanted to look for. That is not enough to even get me close to that. Is there a tunnel over here? There is not. There ain't even anything under there.
Let's see.
Who else is watching right now? I don't know if there's anyone else here. Man, is there nothing else here? I mean, why would there be an area under? Fine, whatever.
Let's see.
Got 3 viewers, so it's better than nothing.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet.
Clearly.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Oh, that's a targeting system. Okay. Owie. Also owie. That hurts. You know that hurts. Owie.
Down to half your health.
That hurt, man.
Ein Ouch alla George.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks, and
Anupopano deki me kumakul.
you should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Prat tiknyoblab.
Not re-
Idea. Oh yeah.
An emergency box from... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Right in the face. The deep cut. Want to fall back. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be once. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another.
A brick. We could, throw that at someone. Or like, throw it at a house.
It's quiet here. Too quiet? This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Huh. Stuff. A nice hat.
A flush. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool.
I did it. I unlocked
That's
the toilet.
the kind of trouble you really want to wash away.
That one's a new one. Not high enough level to wear a hat. Flammable. Huh. Nice. Aw, rabbit beanie.
Go make the most of the day.
Darn it. I really just want to know if I get
You
everything
found the
from here.
track. Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. When Toxanol abandoned the place, it fell apart fast. Not too many like living in a ruin hole like this. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too.
Oh, it's a special one. Large health pack. Adrenaline shot. A nice hat. Open up a couch. Googly beanie.
Looks like the Fry Sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working.
That was it?
It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
Another nice hat.
Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. That's too bad.
Getting all this cool crap and then boom, nothing. A katana. It's weird how this stuff runs better when you're outside of places. Oh, come on. Get in there. Probably gonna get myself stuck. I probably shouldn't do that, but look at me. I'm not very smart. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't work like an actual hole. Leave the door open. Me in. Let me in. Ooh, that's cool. like that one. That's a nice jacket.
Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh.
Aw, that's a cute one. Oh, dice. Loot chance, huh?
Never thought I'd see it. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. You really put a spin on it.
Did I look at everything? No, I didn't.
Nothing, really.
That's a fucking surprise. Ooh. Aw, level 7. Oh yay! I got everything. Well, moving on, I guess. There's a tunnel down there.
Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Flash the slash. Close encounter.
Oh, I guess that guy's Oh, right.
Right between the eyes.
What is this? This looks familiar.
You can always come back, until time runs out. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like, well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track.
This is a higher level area that I don't need to be in.
This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track.
Yep, nope, nope, nope. Bad idea. Don't do that.
Look at that, right in the chug yard. Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures. Of course not, but they get you closer to wherever you might want to go. Good work finding that track. They can teach you so...
Ah. Well, when I said I get distracted easily, well, look at me go. Look at me go to a different place, because I'm not going the right way. Oh. It's a prayer stand. Yeah, this oddly gives Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom vibes, mostly because you can fuse items together and all that. Also, this guy's got, like... I'm not helping you again. This thing's got, like, the little arm thing on it.
That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Wood scrap's great for building things.
Wow, it's still clean. It's all in one spot.
That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Night covers the land.
What am I fucking doing? Oh, that I was doing jumping jacks. Yeah, you're welcome. I wonder if this place has got anything good. Huh, electric. Normally the bad guys are the ones that have the good stuff. Probably gonna end the stream here in a few minutes. I don't know how long I've been going for. Almost 2 hours. 2 more minutes. Oh. Another pistol hole. Nothing to build it. Fruit squeeze. Kinda cute. Oh yeah, there is something up here. Hooray. Huh.
The light's coming back. Let's see.
If these are the bad guys, why are their things so cute?
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause. They're ready to enter the outpost.
It looks so cool though for how weak it is, so. Well, I'm gonna invade this base and then, or no, this is probably a good place to stop. Mostly because I've been going for about 2 hours, so might as well.
Tulo mudre mayo.
Wonders at how you think you might actually do some good in this world.
Emahorio tulu Adrianko.
Says you should take it.
Oh, okay, fine. I shall see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.